I gotta reload, refresh.
All right. We should be live both places on the MLH channel and RP Grinders and on Twitch. I think I got the process down. It last week was the first time I had a chance to experiment.
Live on Mexican Volunteer.
Yeah, live on MLH. That's good.
Okay, on Twitch or live.
On Twitch, we're live too. Okay, that's cool. Very cool. So we're live everywhere, I guess. We're about 15 minutes away from the main show. We're just kind of BSing, talking about the Nintendo Direct that was earlier. I thought it was pretty darn good. There obviously, couple of lame things happened, like the announcement of DLC before the main game. What's up, Brenda? Second half of the show, we're gonna be delving into some heavy topics that have happened. I have hold on a second. Close that window so I don't hear the lawnmower going. There's something going on in your background too, Eric. I don't know what that
Yeah,
is.
my fan is on. That's what you're
Got you.
hearing.
What's up, Mater? This is RP Grinders. We have not started yet. We're waiting for uh, my colleague, Breakman. We usually stop at the top of the hour.
Yeah, I could turn that
Start,
off and
I
turn my
mean.
AC on instead in the next room, so if it's too distracting.
We got a few minutes before the main show, Eric. So go ahead and let it go for now, dude. I know how that is to,
Mm.
you know. But it's nice to be live on nice to be live on the MLH channel. New audience, you know. Hold on a second. Let's see. Test out making sure I can yep, okay, we're good. I see you there, Eric, on the Twitch. So we're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitch RP
So,
Grinders.
so I totally expect Mario Kart World's getting DLC, and Samus with her bike is going to be one of the players.
Oh, of course. I mean, if that doesn't happen, I don't know what they're thinking. So we're live on Twitch, twitch.tv/RP Grinders. We're live on the RP Grinders YouTube channel, and we are also live right here on the MLH channel. Welcome everybody. This is a little different show. Last week was our first show on the MLH channel, so for everybody that is not familiar with RP Grinders, it's basically a very geeky video game show. I make no apologies for that. Sometimes we have to do things in life that aren't super serious, and this is no exception. I am an avid gamer. I've been gaming for decades. Go all the way back to the
He played the original Caveman games, not the
yeah,
NES game.
yeah, the caveman games, like the paintings on the side of the wall in caves, stuff like that. Yeah.
Tic Tac
Um,
Smash.
Tic Tic Tac Smash. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But this is a unique show because at the second part of the show, we have quite a bit of fun. We have segments where we talk about all the cool stuff that happened during the week and all the shitty stuff that happened during the week and everything in between. We talk about pop culture, we talk about movies. Every once in a while, we'll get into a little bit of politics, which I'm sure we'll probably get into very soon because of recent events. But, stuff like that. I'm glad to have you here, Brenda and Mater, and anyone else lurking. I really appreciate you all being here. Um, it's quite a different show, and I'm happy that finally RP Grinders has at least a small audience to talk to. Um, so we're about, like I said, we're about 9 minutes or so away from getting started on on the show, so I'm glad you all could be here. It's a fun time. It certainly is, and I'm glad you all could be here. If you're listening on the RP Grinders channel, the vast majority of the chat will be on the MLH channel or Mexican long hair. The not deported Mexican long hair, at least not yet, Eric. I'm on with Eric RPG, my co-host, and my other co-host, Breakman, will be here very, very shortly. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right. Just for a little quick preview of the show, we've got the first part of the show is all video game news. We got quite a few news stories today to keep us busy, and then the second half we will be. I'll give you a quick preview. I'm gonna have a few reviews. Whatever that was, Eric. Holy shit. I'm gonna be talking about a video game that I played and beat, which was interesting. I'm also going to be talking about a couple of movies in my reviews. Actually, three movies if I get a chance to have enough time to do so. You can imagine our stinkos of the week this week. Those are basically the shitty stuff that's happened this week. And then Sweetos is stuff that pleased us this week. And then we'll have a general discussion at the end. So it's going to be a fun time. I truly believe it's going to be a good show today. We'll try to keep you all entertained as best as we can. Let me see. Okay. What do I want to say next? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. I think we're good there. Let me make sure that when we get started, okay, we're good there. I'll make sure and hit record this time, Eric, so that way we won't have the problem we did last week. And then we should be good to go. How did you get the audio for last week's show, Eric? How did you get the... Oh, I uploaded it to the...
Yeah, it was on Dropbox.
Yeah. Breakman was going to upload it today, but...
But he got high.
But he got high, yes. Let's see, all right. About 5 minutes to showtime, everybody. Glad everybody could be here. It's hot in Denver. Bernie, what is the temp? And also, give me some of that stuff that I can put on your tattoo. Oh, you did. You already did.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, it was a little crunchy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bernie got a wicked tattoo. You want to send that to me via here so I could show everybody? 75. And then what's the humidity? The humidity is making it miserable, I bet.
40.
Yeah. Go ahead and send me that picture via airdrop, Bernie,
Okay.
to the computer, and then I'll show everybody
Okay.
your wicked tattoo that you got. I'm finishing off my tattoo on Tuesday. So, yeah, Lisa. I'm going to show you in just a second. As soon as Bernie...
I find it.
Yeah, hang on one second. I got to fix my mic. All right. Think we should be better now. Can you hear me, Eric?
Yeah.
Can you guys still hear me in chat? I'm sure you can, but nonetheless.
Airdropped it.
You airdropped it? Okay.
No.
No, you did not.
Now I did.
Okay, hold on. Let's accept that. Save the downloads. And let me go ahead and open this up. And I will show all of you guys this wonderful artwork. I always wanted to get a tattoo, but I'm too chicken shit. Brenda, don't be chicken shit.
There's another
Um,
one.
there's another one. Okay, let me save
For
that.
me, it's a matter of money too.
It is a matter of money. Um, hold on a second here. I'm gonna go ahead and show this one, Bernie.
Okay.
Let's share this one. Uh, yeah, this is a better picture. There is Bernie's tat. It's right out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What's up, Antics? Nice to have you in here. We're just kind of BSing. We're about 4 minutes away from showtime. Brenda, you know, I mean, honestly, it's like it doesn't hurt that bad, Brenda. It's like a mild sunburn,
Mm.
and then you know, you have a few days of care, and yeah, he's a great artist for sure. Actually, let me show you
Oh,
this other
I got
one.
a homie discount that I want to tell everybody right now.
What's the homie discount, man?
Persona 5 Royal is $21 on the USPSN.
Oh yeah, I've had it for years. So there's the side by side comparison to the picture. I think it's really really good. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, Brenda, I mean, get a small tattoo, Brenda, like on your arm, like maybe on your wrist, a little heart or something.
She could get the cooter
You
disguise.
the cooter disguise.
That's
Yeah.
my next one.
Get the cooter disguise, Brenda, right on your wrist.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an ink weirdo. I'd be covered if I could afford it. The pain is my favorite part. You're not a weirdo, Paige. That is, you know, that is part of it. I mean, the pain is not really pain; it's pleasure. You know, it's like if you've ever seen the movie Hellraiser. Um, I'm a big horror movie guy, and you know, it is I mean, look, it's a needle going into your skin, so it's definitely pain, but it's not bad for one. Um, but for two, it's you know, it does become addictive, Brenda. I will say, if you get your first, later in life, Brenda, I got my first tattoo what last year, Bernie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does become like kind of an addiction. You know, my daughter has many tattoos. 100, I surf the waves of pain. Yeah. Love to get a tattoo. Cost and very old skin. Needles don't bother me. I was an acupuncturist. Lisa, very old skin takes to tattoos just like any other. I have old skin and, you know. Um, hey, can you call Samantha? There's something going on. Can you call her?
I don't have her phone number.
Okay, hold on. I'll give it to you. Not on the air or anything, but all right, hold on. Uh, hold on. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Here, there's a number. Go ahead and give her a call. Find out what's going on. What's up, SJ? What are the pics of a screaming woman? Yikes! That's a scene from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. SJ. That's Bernie's tattoo that she got. Actually makes it look like your arm. It's on her leg, actually. But it is really cool. It does look 3D, doesn't it? I got my first tattoo to celebrate my divorce because my husband had forbidden me. I was 37. Yeah. Love to get to yeah. Get one, Lisa. I highly encourage people, even if it's a small one, just get one. Totally 3D. Yeah. It's really nice. The Bernie's tattoo artist is absolutely amazing. He's something else, man. He's just really, really, really good. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm sure Breakman will jump on in here in just a second. My skin is prone to blowouts, so I've stopped getting tattoos. Oh, well, you know, I'm on Medicare, can't afford it. Yeah, well, there is that, Lisa. I agree. That artist is very good. Yeah. Um, if you want to see more of his work, just look up praying mantis tattoos in Lakewood, Colorado, and his name is Dave, and he's very, very good. He's won many awards. He's a good artist. All right, let's go ahead and get started, Eric. What do you say? And we'll wait for break to get here. Um, should we wait for break or just go ahead and get started?
Let's go because he's always dodging the news like usual.
Right. All right, here we go. Here we go.
1 second. Let me get ready.
And welcome everybody to RPGrinders episode 833. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty hold on a second here.
Your
Alongside
audio
my
is
trusty cohort, Eric the Great. Breakman the Bold will be here momentarily. Eric, how are you, sir?
I'm fine.
How was your week, dude?
Your audio was getting scratchy for a bit, but
I know it. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna try different ports next time.
I'm better than I was yesterday, which was miserable.
Yeah, you had like some type of cold symptoms or something, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you're feeling better today, dude. We have a stacked show. Let's go ahead and get into the news so we can get to the fun stuff.
RPG News.
All right, Eric, you are up.
Okay, voice input strategy RPG and Ninja Cats Tactics will release on PC via Steam. Pit Step, not Pit Stop, will release the game. It's a strategy RPG, and it's going to be released globally. And they'll announce they'll have a physical demo build at Tokyo Game Show, which is like.
Did you add a story, because I thought the first story was Zillia.
No, I
Right.
deleted all those.
Oh, you deleted all those. Shit. Well, I'm way behind then, man. Yeah, damn it. Okay. Well, let me get rid of all those while you
I
go.
told you I got to the reviews late because I had to do stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to play catch up here. All right. You want to do the next story as well, Eric? Because I got, I gotta go get all those.
But that's kind of an interesting idea to make voice command inputs.
Yeah.
It does use AI though, so I don't know how well that will be. I mean, it kind of has to in order to get your voice recognition, but not quite AI in the sense that most people use AI to even today by today's standards. It's more like it's just taking the data you feed it and then doing something.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Anything else, sir?
Yes, the next article is about a visual novel called "The No/Existence/N of Morphean Paradox: The Forest of Silver Shallots." Yes,
Hey,
that is a mouthful of a title.
Eric, how many news stories are there? Because I'm gonna have a hard time.
What the fuck, man? Just
Eric,
close all yours right now.
Eric, just tell me how many there are. It's not a big deal.
Then why do I have to tell you?
Oh my God, Eric! Because
fine,
I've
I'll
got
tell
50
you.
million things. No,
1, 2,
that's okay, Eric. Don't tell
5,
me.
6,
Don't tell
7,
me.
8, 9,
Let me see your
10,
phone.
11, 12, 13, 14.
14 stories. Okay, you're gonna have to do the stories until I can somehow get this on over, Eric. Hold on.
Don't say it's not a big deal then.
It is a big deal, Eric. It's not a big deal for you to tell me to help me out a little bit while we're doing the show. It's not my fault that you got the stories in late, dude. All right. What else we got, Eric?
Star Ocean First Departure is getting a physical release via limited run games. I really wish that Square would just stop using these people. They should just self-publish more. But I guess it was the only way anybody would have bothered. So I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're selling it at $40. A Steelbook edition at $80. It's not worth the $80. It's ridiculous. And an Ultimate Edition that comes with swag that's also not worth it. The $200 price tag that it's asking for. And this will be for both the Switch and the PS4 because those are the platforms that are really the remaster released on. Because it was originally a PSP remake of the Super Famicom game. But that's it for that article.
All right, go on to the next one, Eric. I'm looking for the summary.
Next one is Metal Slug Tactics releases physically for Nintendo Switch in Japan on December 11th. So yeah, it's weird that they didn't get a physical release until now. But I think if you didn't get it through limited run games, because I think that's who did the Western release, I think it will have the English options with the game. That could be another way you can get the game, I guess.
Oh, cool. I think
You're scratching me.
Yeah, I know. I think I might have found the thing. I just got to send it to myself email, and then I'll help you with the news, Eric.
And it looks like it's coming with a collector's edition that has stickers because people like stickers or something.
Yeah.
I don't get the stickers thing. But the next article is East versus Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga has got a release date for October 10th. So not too far. This is the Power Stone / Smash Brothers like clone featuring East and Trails of the Sky characters, including a couple characters from Trails of Zero, because that was the new Trails game at the time this game came out, because it's originally a PSP game.
All right, hold on, Eric. I think I might have the stuff now, the juice. What story are we on, Eric? And then I'll go ahead and
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, come on. Why will it not? Oh, here it is. Intergrade releases on January 22nd, 2026 for the Switch 2 and the Xbox Series X and S. So, good news there. It's a good game. Very good game. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
Yeah. So I thought the Xbox version was coming out earlier this year, but I guess they decided to just do a dual release for the Switch 2 version. But right. It's a game key card, of course.
Yeah.
But I guess the Xbox version is digital only. But why would you want to give Microsoft money at this point?
Well, they're not treating video games very good. As a matter of fact, they're trying to get away from it and pawn everything off on everybody else. So I agree, Eric. Why would you want to give Microsoft your money? All right, what's the next story?
They're just going to use it to kill more Gazans anyway. So yeah.
What else you got, Eric? Next story.
Next story is one that will make all of us at RPGrinders happy, but Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is a remake of a remake for every platform. I think it's coming at too. And that includes the original Switch as well, which will probably play at 30 FPS compared to the Switch 2 version.
Let me see if I can actually show people what we're talking about now. I'm going to try sharing screen here. There we go.
It's coming out February 5th.
Yeah, it's a remake of a remake, like you said, Eric, and it looks fantastic. It's got that 2D, 3D kind of thing going, but it
Oh, there's a deluxe edition that gives you early access unlock, which is another gross practice companies have been doing lately.
yeah,
Like you pay like 20 extra bucks and you'll get some extra doodads, but you also get to play the game like 2 or 3 days early.
yeah, yeah. Not a big fan of that, but
I
Breakman
think
says he's rebooting, so he should be here.
the funniest thing to me here is that the Kiefer kind of looks like Willem Dafoe.
Oh, yeah,
Now I can't unsee it because someone mentioned it in the chat.
yeah. I mean, Seven's a great game, but
But this is based on the 3DS version of the game.
yeah, but it still looks good. I think, Eric. I don't know. What do you think, man?
And it looks like the team that did Bravely Default 2 is making this game.
Mm.
And I guess it'll tide us over until the next HT2D remake trilogy gets announced at some point, because I'm sure that that's going to be a thing as well.
Yeah, Freak Five. I see you, man. I'm trying to get in there as well. It's
But
just
we've got. Oh, sorry.
it's just really difficult to manage everything I'm managing right now, buddy. But I will be there soon. I know you're in there. Twitch.tv/RPGrinders. Hold on. I mean, the growing pains of like doing anything different really sucks, but I will be there shortly.
So I'm kind of conflicted on what platform I'll get this on. Switch 2 is going to be a game key card, that's for sure. I could just buy the Switch 2 version digitally, and just if they ever actually do an actual physical release later, I'll rebuy it again, I guess.
I'm jerking it to Dragon Quest. No, I'm not jerking it to Dragon Quest.
If it was Dragon Quest 8, he would be. He absolutely would be.
Oh yeah. Hey, Breakman, are you there, buddy?
I want to know more about this Dragon Quest porn.
Right, me too, man.
He's jacking it to Lady Voluptua from Dragon Quest 9.
Jessica from 8.
Oh, Jessica from 8, man, for sure. 100%. Welcome, Breakman.
He has this folder of her in just a bikini in different poses and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right, man. No, I'm totally down for 7. I don't know if you heard the announcement. 7's coming, Breakman, but that's really cool news. I'm waiting for the 8 remake. I really want them to remake 8 somehow, some way.
The rumor for the leak of this turned out to be true, and a lot of people were doubting it at first because they mentioned clouds, and most people think of clouds in Dragon Quest. They think of the Zenithian trilogy and Zenithia, but if I remember correctly, there was an opening shot that pans out to the sky. You get to see clouds there, and that's probably what they were referring to.
Well, very good. Hey, Breakman, you ready to do the next story for Monster Hunter?
Let me get that one. Yep, it's okay. Coming to us live from RPG site. Monster Hunter Story 3 Twisted Reflection launches on March 13th, 2026 for the PS5, Xbox Series, Switch 2, and PC. Okay.
I guess that's the whole story, and we're
I haven't
sticking
played
to
the
it.
Monster Hunter game yet, so I hear they're good, but
Monster Hunter games are good, but it's not everybody's thing. You're just basically hunting monsters.
I think Capcom's Xbox publishing has been spotty, but maybe it's for the best because Xbox doesn't deserve games now.
Yeah. All right. I think we got everything in order here. I got everything in order. We can finally breathe easy. All right.
it took me forever to get in here. I was trying, like the link you gave worked, but
Yeah.
it wasn't it worked after I rebooted, but like I was trying to use it before I rebooted, and for whatever reason, it just would not work.
Also, it thinks that you're like unable to use it if your mic is already muted, which is weird.
Yeah. Freak 5 says he is jerking it to Metal Slime. How dare you, Freak 5? No, not jerking it to Metal Slime. How dare you?
Wasn't that hurt?
Yeah. Right.
No, you're jerking off while looking at metal slime. You're not jerking off the actual metal slime. I mean, yeah,
Oh, so it's narcissism because he could probably see his reflection in the metal from.
Right. All right, let's move on to the next story as I bring it up for the YouTube audience here. 1 second. Ah, shit. No, I don't want to do that. Why does it always do that? All right. Pokemon Legends Z through A. Mega Dimension DLC revealed for Switch 2 and Switch. We talked.
That's way later.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm doing it now. I got the wrong story. Fuck it. You just continue with the Hades story after this, Eric. Yeah, we talked about this off air, Eric. The announcing DLC before the main game comes out eh, is iffy, and it's priced at $29.99. It better be like a huge
Yeah, it's got
expansion.
to be like at least 2 parts of like expansion pass content that Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet enjoyed.
Yeah. Freak Five says, "I want to play a game where you are a monster that hunts humans. Try playing Vampire." Freak Five, there you go.
You mean you didn't play any of the Legacy of Kain games?
Yeah, Legacy of Kain. There you go.
there's a game called Carrion I've never played, but you play a
Yeah,
monster.
there's that too.
Yeah,
You're like
Carrion.
locked in the lab and you kill all the scientists and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right,
Humans.
Eric.
And then there's a game like Dungeons where you invited the humans into your dungeons. You can kill them or sacrifice them.
Or Death Trap Dungeon. Well, I mean, you're not a monster, but you figuratively are a monster, I guess.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Next story, please.
Next story is Hades 2 is finally leaving early access and is fully launching out September 25th, so only a few weeks from now. And it's coming to PC, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2. I'm sure there'll be an Xbox and PS5 4 versions later. But those are the initial platforms they'll be releasing on.
Yeah. This is the first sequel, I believe, that Supergiant Games has done. So we've had Greg Kasavin on before, and he's a great interview, a great dude. He used to be a game journalist and became a really good developer with Supergiant Games. Very, very good. All right, let's see. Who is next? Breakman, next story, please.
Okay, are we on the Fire Emblem story?
We are on the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection story.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection releases for Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC in 2026.
I don't know how you skipped an article.
Ah, fuck. You know what it is, y'all.
Wait, so I was right?
You were right.
Frank was
You were right, Breakman. Hold on. It's because like when I do things on this side of things, it reverses the order, so I just fucked up.
Well, you're gonna like this though, Frank, because here's the Japanese pronunciations.
Oh, perfect! I love it.
I know you love this though. Ryosei no Rockman Perfect Collection.
Okay, perfect then.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was actually better than you normally do, Break. So
Thank you. Well, I've had a lot of practice. Just saying.
It's also only 3 words entirely.
No, that didn't hurt.
We already know what rock band means.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. All right. Anything else on that Break?
And no is a preposition that's means of.
Yeah.
The full list of titles is Mega Man Star Force Leo, Dragon, and Pegasus, Mega Man Star Force 2, Zerker X Ninja, and Zerker X Saurian, and Mega Man Star Force 3, Black Ace, and Red Joker.
All right. I'm going to do the next story, which is... what is it?
It says 7 games, but it's technically 8 because Zerker was supposed to be the 3rd game in Star Force 2, but they decided to package Zerker with the Ninja and the Saurian different versions.
Okay. So you didn't list it like that, but okay. I get it.
Yeah.
I am going to do the next story, which comes to us from RPGsite.net, and that is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches worldwide for Nintendo Switch sometime in 2026. This game looks great. It's tactic based, looks like, and it looks really good.
You skipped Danganronpa?
No, I thought
No,
Duncan.
you went back to Fire Emblem because
Yeah,
we
I
skipped
went
that
back to
one.
Fire
yeah.
Emblem. And then Danganronpa will be yours, Eric. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's the story. It looks really good. All right, Eric.
I
Last.
kind of felt that was a missed opportunity of Nintendo to not mention anything about whether or not there'd be a Switch 2 edition or some kind of patch for both Fire Emblem Engage and Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah, that's weird. There wasn't anything on that for Star Force either. It was just
Or any of the 2 Fire Emblem Three Houses or Three Hopes or the Fire Emblem Warriors game.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Last story, please.
there's 2 stories left.
Oh, are there? Fuck.
No, we already did the Pokemon one, so
Yeah,
there's
we
only
did.
Oh, we
one
did the
left.
Pokemon? You
Yeah.
guys? Oh, okay. Never
How
mind.
dare you?
But Danganronpa 2x2 is announced for 2026 release on PS5, Switch 2, Switch, Xbox, and Steam. So this is basically a remake of Danganronpa 2 that has a reworked story, plus a bonus game which will basically act as a sequel.
I can't wait for the sequel called Danganronpa 2x4.
And I'm thinking they did this over doing a remake of the first game.
I feel like there should have been a symbol or something.
It's because maybe
a
they
rim
weren't.
shot is what that needed.
Because I think maybe they weren't quite satisfied with how Danganronpa 2 ended and how it didn't make any direct connections to the third game.
There should have been a rim shot there, Frank.
I agree.
Something, you know?
Totally agree. Yeah, Breakman. Totally agree. All right, there is the news. We finally got through all of that.
Yay, we win.
I know.
Yes.
Last video game I played was Space Invaders, tabletop of the 80s. Ooh. Space Invaders has had a host of remakes, SJ. It's a very good game.
Have you been to like a Dungeon Buster? Dungeon Buster.
Dungeon Buster? Where is Dungeon Buster? I miss Dungeon Buster.
Oh yeah, I guess he doesn't like us anymore or whatever.
No, I think he's just too busy posting on Blue Sky about RPGs in the past, or his job just interferes. Like, why Wyland's not here most of the time either.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah, I get it too.
Gotta make money, especially in this country.
Oh.
God knows you gotta make every fucking penny now.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, what were we talking about again?
We are talking about moving on. Hold on.
Okay.
We got homie discount first.
Yeah, what's your homie discount, Eric?
Homie discount is the PS games catalog for the extra and premium tiers for September has been announced.
Okay.
And these are the games that are coming this month. But Persona 5 Tactica for the PS4 and 5. Fate Samurai Remnant for the PS4 and 5. It's not loading completely. But the other one is 2K WW 2K 25. Green Hell, Crow Country, The Invincible. I don't think there's any PS1 game content. That's just it.
All right, very good. Let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know what you've been playing, Breakman.
I've been really busy this week, and the gaming I've played has been at the cost of sleep, trading sleep for gaming. But I've been playing. Really, the only game I've played is Brigadine.
Oh, Brigadine. Freak5 says Elder Scrolls Online is on sale for $5. So
I got to conquer the world. I just have this need to do it for whatever reason.
You always are like that, Break, where you just...
I got to rule everything. I just don't know why, but I just have to.
It's the ultimate quest for power. You know,
like, what am I gonna do once I have it though? Like, the quest is to get it, but once I have it, I don't know what to do.
Well,
with
it's
it.
like the chase, Breakman. Like when you're younger
exactly.
and you're chasing after women, and then you finally get them, and then you're like, oh, okay, you know, or men,
I'm gay.
vice versa.
Right? I don't want women. That's right.
Men or women, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's kidding. It's kidding.
You know, but it's just the chase, man. That's what you're excited for, the chase.
Yeah, the chase of ruling the world and conquering all my enemies, taking what was once theirs and making it mine.
Yeah, just being a
I'm gloating
complete.
about it.
You're a dick when it comes to playing games, right? You really are,
It's
man.
a computer. I mean, it's not like it's sentient. Like one of these days, the computer's gonna become sentient and like, this guy's an asshole. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking ruin his day.
Right. Yeah, it like analyzes your game playing. This guy has the potential to be a serial killer based on his gameplay. Shit like that. What else you been playing? Break?
That's it. I haven't really had much time.
Eric, what you been playing?
I was playing Hollow Knight Silk Song until I got to this nasty ass boss called the Last Judge. And can you still hear me? Because
Yeah.
I heard a mic.
Yeah.
Okay, my mic just disconnected briefly for a second.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But anyways, but then I got code for Trails of the Sky first chapter, and it came out so late that there was no embargo on it, so I could talk about it now, even though it comes out next week on Friday. But I've been playing that instead. I haven't had as much time to play with that this week because I've either been too tired or I've been sick like yesterday.
You're like a bicycle, Eric, too tired.
But when I decided to quit Silk Song until weekends, until that happened, I was playing Dragon Quest V on the phone some more. I even took a picture of who I got married to, and you and Dungeon Buster managed to like that, and those were the only ones that I feel kind of sad because more people didn't notice.
Well, Blue Sky is kind of a lesser platform, Eric, and we do a show that I can't even look. 3 people are watching us right now on the MLH channel, so you know what I mean. Like it's not, and Freak
They're all
Five.
playing Hollow Knight, aren't they?
That was a horrible joke. Freak Five says yes, it was horrible. Freak Five, I know. It's okay. That's what this show's about. Just horrible jokes and stupidity for the most part. All right, what else you been playing, Eric?
That's it.
I have been playing Diablo 4. Hold on, let me fix my audio again. Diablo 4 a little bit. I played The Witcher 3. I started playing Witcher 3 again. I started it over because I didn't get too far in it when I first played it, and I want to play and beat that game. That's one of my backlog games that I was talking to Eric before we started the show. And I did play and beat a game and get a platinum called Sagebrush. So I'll be talking about that in reviews, which we'll be doing right now.
RPGrinders,
Okay, when you get Bernie to do it, that's not doing it yourself, right?
How dare you, for one? How dare you, Breakman? Bernie
Paid
did
someone to do it for him.
Bernie
Like
did
God
not
does.
play that game for me. How dare you? Bernie was at work, so that would have been impossible. Number 1, do you have any reviews, you son of a bitch, Breakman?
Yeah, I could actually do a review.
All right.
John
Wick 3?
What's that?
John Wick 3?
No, I haven't got the John Wick this week. I've been really busy. The only thing I'd gotten time to watch is within the Alien universe.
Oh,
Me and Mrs. Breakman were watching the latest 2 episodes of
Alien
Alien
Earth?
Earth.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, like the flashback episode may be the scariest episode of television I think I've ever seen.
The flashback episode.
It was like it had us. I was definitely nervous the entire time. Like the flashback to the ship, why it crashed, what happened. How the aliens got out.
Yeah. I
Like,
know
you
what
knew
you
they were gonna die, and only one's gonna survive, but you didn't know how, you didn't know when, and like they were still managed to like there's just so much tension in that episode. You know what I mean?
I thought the last episode was fucking intense too, Breakman.
Yeah.
The fly they called it.
Ugh,
Holy
yeah,
fuck, man. That was. I mean, it's good. It's getting good, Breakman. There's only 2 episodes left, but
I
holy
know.
shit.
No,
You
it's been good from the beginning, and like from what I've seen about people who've seen the whole show, like reviewers, they say the last 2 episodes it really ranks up. Like
Last 2 episodes, what?
the last 2 episodes are going to really ramp it up. Like we're going to see like a something amazing in the last couple of episodes.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, if the past couple of episodes are any indication, Breakman, holy fuck, man, I can't wait, man.
So, I've talked many times about how I really quit watching the franchise for the most part after Aliens, because the
Yeah.
third one was just such a bad movie. I hated it so much.
I didn't
But
hate 3, but I thought it was out of place in that universe.
I hated it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I hate it even more now after I introduced Mrs. Brakeman to the best movie in the Alien franchise.
Which is what? Alien 1?
No, it's Aliens.
And well, no, I think it's Alien, but Aliens is really really fucking good.
Yeah, Aliens I think is James Cameron's best movie.
I agree. Fabdriz is in chat. What's up, Fabdriz? Nice to have you here.
And other than Alien Resurrection.
Since we're talking about horror, I should mention the Nintendo Direct also had the Fatal Frame 2 remake.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah,
because the remake originally came out on the Wii, but we never got that. Europe did, but
Yeah.
I ended up importing a copy. I just never got around to playing it because I didn't want to mess with my Wii and Wii U setup at that point because I had already done that for 4, and it was kind of a pain in the butt.
The first Fatal Frame was freaky as fuck, man. It was good, but second one, Crimson Butterfly, really good too.
I wonder why they went with 2 over 1, and maybe it's because they already kind of had the remake there. That's why.
Yeah. All right, Breakman, continue on your review.
So this is a movie from 1987. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil everything. Don't worry about it.
What, Aliens?
This is a sequel to the Alien movie where Sigourney Weaver's Ripley was the only survivor and a cat.
Wait a minute. Mrs. Brake had never seen Aliens?
Mm-mm. What? Nope. She's never seen Alien either. And honestly, I couldn't forget a lot of it because I haven't seen it since I was a little kid, and it scared the shit out of me as a little kid.
Oh man, Alien 1 and 2 are great.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go back and watch it because it's been a long time since I watched it. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, Alien 1
is some things because I was watching Aliens and there were some scenes that I misremembered too. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that and such like that.
There's also a director's cut of both of those movies, Break, that add a little bit of little extra in there. Pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I mean, these are 2 completely different movies. The first one's really a straight horror movie, whereas it's a survival horror, and just the monsters picking people off one by one. Whereas this one, they actually send the military unit in to try and wipe out these enemies. Instead, they are completely overwhelmed by the enemies, and from there it turns into basically them trying to escape the planet, as opposed to just one person trying to survive.
Why did
now
you
trying to get off the planet and nuke it?
I'm curious, Breakman, just before you continue, why did you hate 3 so much?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Okay.
No, it's because Mrs. Bergman hasn't seen it, and I don't want her to know.
Okay. All
right. Because it ruins a lot of the second one. Is why I hate the third one.
Yeah.
And especially after just watching it again, where the way it ended, it just kind of had. Mrs. Bergman was underwhelmed by the ending, I'll say, but I was watching it again. I was like, oh, this is the perfect ending for this movie, really, because it started out with her having trouble sleeping. And then they introduced Newt, and Newt is also having trouble sleeping, and at the end of the movie, they both finally get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
They finally get the rest, knowing that they're safe. But the military goes in and they're picked off one by one, and they've been lied to by the corporation because the corporations are evil and they just want money.
Well, especially Wyland Yutani, man. Holy fuck. We're getting a lot of story on Wyland Yutani. Welcome, Skodoma. Nice to have you there, man.
She was really concerned with the cat, and I was too. Like, I wouldn't have been a huge Aliens fan if they'd hurt the cat. I'd forgotten that her remedy for protecting the cat was to not bring him this time.
Yeah, Fabdrez says Prometheus was.
That you're staying here.
Fab Daddy says Prometheus was boring, but visually, and it shows the beginning of Alien. So, there's that.
Yeah, I was looking at watching some of the other ones, but I hadn't had much time. The only time I really had was to watch Aliens. And
I like Alien Covenant, okay, and I really like Alien Romulus. I thought Alien Romulus was really good.
That one's the newest one, isn't it?
Yeah, Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I might check that. I wanted to check some of these other alien movies out that I hadn't watched. Like, um, I know you want Sigourney, and she's not in most of them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's in that movie. Like in the '80s, like a woman action hero was so rare, and she
Yeah.
was a total badass.
She was a badass in that movie. When she
And
gets
she
in
has
that,
she has one of the most iconic lines. Like Bill Paxton has an iconic line, and then she drops like that, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
yeah, yeah, it's a
And
great
she walks
movie.
out with that loader. Like she was just the ultimate badass.
Fab Driz, the TV series is fucking phenomenal. It's great.
It is. It is.
It's great.
It's gross. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
part of the awesomeness of it.
yeah. All
They're
right.
not they're not shying away from the gore and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So Aliens is still a great movie. The special effects are where it hurts really, because of blue screen and such like that.
yeah.
The practical effects look great. Like when you're seeing things like in the environment, like they look better than the CGI. They still do.
Oh, 100%. I totally agree.
But when you see like the ship flying versus right, it's like you see that ship flying, like yeah, you see the ship flying and you can tell it's like not there.
Well, it was
It's
the
like
80s,
on
man.
top of black on a top
Yeah,
of another background. It's like fucking blue screen.
yeah.
My favorite's the '80s lightning though. Like that
Oh,
like
I know.
blue.
Yeah, yeah.
It was in that movie too. So other than the special effects not holding up, the like I said, the practical effects. So when they were inside the bases fighting aliens and such, those were great. They hold up very well.
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes is when Paxton and the other chick that pretended that she was a Hispanic chick, which I actually took exception to, but she did a good job. That's the same chick from Terminator 2, the mom.
Oh,
Um,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Wow. Oh,
that scene
wow.
where
Yeah,
they're
like
in
I actually thought she was Hispanic. I didn't check the
no,
cast.
that
No.
scene where she's in the where they're in that vent and they're all the aliens are coming and they're like,
Yeah,
they like hold on to each other with the grenade, man. It was like, fuck yeah, man, that's so badass. But all right,
I love that movie.
what are you giving
I am gonna
Aliens?
say that this is a movie that I haven't seen in a while, and I just introduced it to somebody for the first time, and she enjoyed it still. I give Aliens an 8.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's fair. All right. Any other reviews, Break?
If it had special effects that held up better, I would probably give it like a 9.5.
Yeah,
Honestly.
the effects don't hold up, but you got to
Yeah,
think
the effects don't hold up, and then there's several tropes, and like you said, I just found out that one woman wasn't actually Latino,
yeah.
and there are things like the end scene where she's trying to escape. She's got 15 minutes to get there and do all this, and the whole scene takes more than 15 minutes.
Oh
You know,
yeah. They do that quite often, man. There's really no
especially the '80s. Yeah,
yeah,
that was done
yeah.
a lot. It's a trope that I don't see very often anymore, but back in the '80s, it's like
Yeah.
when you see it in that movie when everything was going so well, it was like
Yeah. Um Freak 5 says his favorite was Alien Resurrection. um yeah, it's a great movie, man. Just a great movie. Any more reviews, Break?
nope.
Eric, did you have any reviews?
No.
All right, I do.
I
I've
can
got a
review like
bunch.
killing weeds. So like I got this spray stuff, and I know it's like bad for the environment, whatever. But if you've ever dealt with poison ivy, it's a need. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you're containing to your own yard.
So I give poison ivy yard work like a 1 out of 10.
A 0.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having to deal with poison ivy is like 0.5.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
right.
God. I'm glad
I agree.
we don't have it in the city here. There's some up in the
Mm.
mountains, but not in the city.
I've had to deal with it sometimes in the city, but for the most part, I'm actually they live outside the city, so
Yeah.
what's I'm out.
All right, I have a few reviews here. I'll do them rapid fire. I played a game called Sagebrush. Sagebrush is a pretty good game if you want to take it easy with the video game and not stress too much. Even though, I mean, it's kind of eerie. It's basically you're a chick that arrives on this farm, right? That is searching for answers. And it's basically based off of a religious cult massacre I can't remember the name of it right now. But it is eerie. Nothing super spectacular happens in it. It's basically a walking sim, and you got to put together clues as to what happened there and how things came about. But the whole, I mean, if you
Well, the
rushed,
biggest mass cult suicide in America was Heaven's Gate.
that's what
Is
it's
this
kind of
American
based
based
on. Yeah, it's kind of based on that.
on Heaven's Gate? Okay.
On Heaven's Gate, yeah, kind of based on that, and some other cult things that have happened like that. But
Yeah,
it
they
is,
were an odd cult, that's for sure.
yeah.
They believe things way out there compared to other cults. Usually most cults are based around like God and religion. Theirs was actually based on aliens.
Yeah, this one was based on religion, and I don't know, it's pretty poignant. Very easygoing game. Like at first you think it's like something's gonna jump out at you because you arrive like at dusk, right? And when you do certain things in the game, it starts getting darker and darker. So you think like something's gonna jump out at you, but nothing ever jumps out at you. It's just one of those games where it's just a story driven game, right? Very very lax, very easy to play. I mean, you're just basically finding a few items, getting to the next place, and stuff like that. I don't want to spoil too much because it's such a short game. It's about anywhere from an hour to two. If you take your time, it's going to take you 2 hours to beat it. I beat it in like an hour, a little over an hour, and I give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it's got a unique kind of graphical style, like a pixelized kind of look. But I don't know. I thought the story was compelling, and I beat it, and I got a platinum trophy, so I'm pretty happy with that. You know, so an easy, relaxing game. So it probably handed you the trophies on it. Yeah, pretty much, freak. I mean, it wasn't hard to get them. If I can get a platinum, anybody can get a platinum. So although I have gotten platinums on other games like God of War, which is not easy to do. Freak five. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. So 7 out of 10 for Sagebrush. It's really cheap on PlayStation Network. I recommend giving it a go. If you get it for $5 or less, it's worth it. My next review is for a movie called Toxic Avenger, the remake of the old Toxic Avenger. I'm not going to spoil it, other than to say, go see this movie.
Oh,
Go
good.
go
Oh,
go
oh,
go see
yes.
this. Go see this movie because
I was worried. I was worried. Thank you.
no, I want people to see this movie because it keeps some of the things that made those old Trauma Toxic Avenger movies really, really great. Some of the slockiness and stuff like that. It does have a higher budget with big time actors like Kevin Bacon and Peter Dinklage plays the Toxic Avenger. But this movie was oddly like kind of a sentimental movie, and I really highly recommend it. It's really good. You could tell it keeps the spirit of the old Trauma movies, but it's good. I hope people go see this movie because it's really good. It's basically, um, Peter Dinklage character loses his wife, and he's kind of down on his luck. He works for this big time company. He's taking care of his son, or his son-in-law that you know um, that he kind of inherited after his wife died, and obviously he cares. And I don't know, it's a really good movie, and I think people should watch this movie, Toxic Avenger, the remake. So make sure you check it out. It's worth it. It's worth, and I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's that good. Another good movie that I saw was called Dangerous Animals, which I saw on Shutter, and it's basically about. Have you ever seen Wolf Creek, Breakman?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Wolf Creek is about an Australian serial killer. This is also about an Australian serial killer. And when you first see this movie, this guy is taking people out on tours out in the ocean, like shark tours, right?
Oh, nice.
But he ends up being one of these kind of snuff film sellers where, he just pushes people into the ocean and watches the sharks do their thing. And it is good, and it gets intense. Dangerous Animals is a good movie. Basically, this woman gets kidnapped by him. There's another woman that's already kidnapped in his boat, and it's basically a tale of survival. And I don't know. I think you guys would really enjoy this one as well. I'm also going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's highly worth a watch. Dangerous Animals. It stars the guy that's in uh, Terminator Genesis. If anybody's seen that movie, the real buff guy, and he plays a real fucking piece of shit in this movie. So make sure you check out Dangerous Animals. Last movie is a movie called Voyeurs. And true to its nature, it's about a couple that kind of they move into an apartment and they move into like a high-rise apartment in the city, like a loft. And they got really good jobs or whatever. And then across the way is another building with some more lofts, and they start watching these people have sex and other things. But the woman takes an obsession with what's going on, and eventually, I don't know, a lot of stuff happens, and it gets fucking crazy. I can't really spoil too much on this because the way that things play out is kind of the point of this whole movie. But just imagine a woman who becomes obsessed with a guy, and it just devolves from there. It's a really good movie. I also give this one an 8. So I've seen nothing but good shit this week. So and played good stuff. So make sure you check out Voyeurs as well. Voyeurs is on Amazon Prime. So make sure you check it out. All right, Eric, did you have any reviews by chance?
No.
All right, let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
Ah, what is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Breakman, I'm sure you have some stinkos of the
Yeah,
week.
I got some. I know there's a huge elephant in the room, so I'm gonna see if I can avoid that one at first. Because there are other stinkos. Oh, the Supreme Court has said that affirmative. Remember how they said earlier this year affirmative action is racist?
Yes.
They've also said now that police are allowed to racially profile people, and that's not racist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're allowed to profile people based on race. So, Latino people in Latino neighborhood are automatically guilty.
Well, they're going to have a fight on their hands with that within communities, but, that's the last bastion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came down earlier this week. So, fuck us
Yeah.
all. Like, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Let me see. Still avoiding the elephant. What else do we have? Oh, Trump murdered innocent people from Venezuela. They were out in a fishing boat or something like that, I believe. But he called them drug dealers and drug smugglers and had them all killed. And now it's all coming out from Venezuela. Those were not drug dealers. They were just innocent people.
Kind of reminds you of the Obama drone strikes that killed 37 people at a wedding party, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Remember when Trump and the supporters kept telling us how he's not a wartime president and he's not a killer?
Yep.
Like,
that goes out the window. Yep.
Yep.
Freak5 says, my dog likes to get into food, especially bread items, but he never eats the bread items. He has been carrying a bagel around.
He just likes fucking with you.
I've started calling it his emotional support bagel. Yeah. All right, continue on,
That's
Breakman.
gross by now.
Yeah.
So Congress had been fighting for the Epstein files. They've been saying how much they want them, and Trump is like, if you work with them, you're betraying me and such like that. I would think that if he's innocent, he'd want the files to come out, don't you?
Well, that's what he ran on, the Epstein files, the second time around. So
yeah.
They're right there.
At this time, it was Lisa Murkowski's turn to be the deciding vote. She was the scapegoat this time. You know how they like to play revolving chairs as to who's going to be the bad guy. This time it was her.
Yeah.
So the Epstein files aren't going to come out, even though we did get some more. The birthday card part came out, and like that's just some very disgusting things.
You know who doesn't need permission to release the Epstein files, Breakman? The victims that have all the information. They don't need Congress permission, and a lot of them is.
I'm sorry.
A lot of them have said that they're going to come out with the information. So
I was about to say that. Yeah, like that. They've said that they are planning another press conference and they're going to start naming names.
yep, good. I can't wait.
Yep.
And by the way, neither can most Republicans.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, what else you
I
got?
think I got one more before we get to the elephant. Russia is really, really trying to accelerate World War III. As now they're sending drones into Poland.
Yep, saw that.
That's how World War II started.
Yep,
The invasion of Poland.
yep.
I don't know what else to say. Yeah, we have a one-party system. You're right about that, Skodema.
Yep.
We have Republicans that are making the rules for everybody, no matter what. And the latest one they're going to make, and it's based on the events of yesterday or the day ago. Yesterday. It was yesterday. They are planning a huge crackdown on free speech.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
Our fundamental right, the number one right, they're planning to come after. And by that, they mean they're going to come after like social media platforms and such. Like they'll be coming after Blue Sky at some point. I mean, they probably don't have to go after X because they'll probably just have X, do what they want them to do.
Yeah.
And,
Freak Five says something that hasn't been mentioned about the Epstein files. We all know the only people in those files are wealthy, probably mostly white men. There aren't any poor people in them. That's true.
No, we don't know that they were all men.
Well, that's true. Skodema says
Ghislaine was one of the rapists, and
Yeah.
it seems to me Melania that we should be looking at her too.
Skodema says
she was friends with Ghislaine before she met Trump.
Yeah.
She knew Epstein before she met Trump.
Yep.
I think we should be watching Melania too.
Yeah.
Investigating her past.
Yeah. Do you guys?
I'm sorry. They were mostly men.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, vast majority of them mostly men, but I'm saying that there were some women.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm gonna make sure my mic is. Can you guys hear me? I think you can hear me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not showing up on my my loopback audio, but all right. Skodema says they work for the money and power. All of them. I agree, Skodema. If you look at my Blue Sky profile, it says if you don't believe that all politicians are corrupt, ask them to sign a petition to tie their wage to federal minimum wage. See how many takers you get on that.
Oh, they'll all say they'll do it.
No. Have the petition ready for them to sign. See if they'll sign it.
Right. Then they're not going to do it. But if you have them right there without like anything to back it up, well, basically, actually, I take that back. They probably would sign it and still vote against it.
Well, I'm just saying they won't sign it. I'm pretty sure
how
they
politicians are. They're trying to get your vote, so they're going to lie to your face.
Yeah, they're not going to sign it.
I could see them just maybe putting a false signature on there.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. Let me see. Freak says, and that's why they haven't been released by Biden or Trump. See, that's another little known fact. Biden could have released those files at any time. Did he?
And the reason they didn't want those files released is because it isn't just Donald Trump that's on that list.
No.
There are donors, huge money donors to both parties on that list. And that is what the Democrats were protecting.
Yep. There are probably current active politicians from both parties in those files, Freak Vibe says.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those two. Mostly they're trying to protect their donors. They're trying to protect their money.
Yep. Skodema says a dude just got caught trading stocks on his phone while he was working. Yeah.
If he's a Democrat, he's probably in trouble.
Freak 5 says if there are any poor people at all in those files, they would have released those names. Well, that's true too. All right.
The birthday cards, though, there was some good news with the birthday cards coming out. Britain fired one of the people they found out was connected to Trump.
Oh.
So at least other countries are taking care of their garbage.
Well, good. All right. What else you got, Rake?
Oh God, let me see if I can do this without
becoming elephant in the room. I bet, right?
Yeah, the elephant in the room. Well, yesterday, a political commentator who has said some of the worst things on the planet was murdered. He was killed by an assassin, which immediately sparked the right going crazy. Honestly, I'm against killing, but this guy said things like the gay population should be stoned to death. He said that Americans should die so we can have our right to own it, our God-given right to own a gun.
Well, I mean, at this point, can we
So
agree
at this
with?
point, he volunteered. He was now one of those people.
Yeah.
One of those people he's given his life so now other people can have guns.
And you can't just say that he's just a guy with opinions, because no, this is how indoctrination works.
Yeah, he spreads hate speech, and I am sick of the Republicans have turned hate speech into political discourse. I'm sick of that bullshit. No, he
It's
was
also
a
how
fucking Christian national racist.
It's also how socialistic terror works.
Yeah,
Um,
this guy's a racist, a homophobe, misogynist pig.
Okay,
He's a horrible human being, and I'm not going to shed one goddamn tear for him. I'm sorry for him, and I'm pissed off at the people who are.
I am actually more sad at the fact that he was actually pretty young, so that means he had that much more time he could have, developed as a human being and not been horrible. And now he's been robbed of that opportunity.
Okay, that's
even how sliver of a chance that would have been, I would have preferred it.
Let me speak here for just a second. I talked about this at length earlier on the channel. And number one, I saw I don't know if you saw the main video, Breakman.
No, I didn't watch it.
I watched it, and it was horrific. All right, I am not an advocate in any shape, form, or fashion of political violence, because political violence begets political violence. And let me tell you, this is the tip of the iceberg. We're not done. We're going to see many more things happen here in the next few months, unfortunately.
I want to push back on that. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. You're right. Things are going to happen. But the thing is, this isn't the start. Like, Republicans are just using this as an excuse. How long have they been inflicting violence upon us?
Okay.
Innocent people. Look at what they're doing right now to the Latino community. They're throwing them all in cages. Yeah. The president has openly called for people to be killed.
Yeah.
And he just murdered some people too, but that's another story.
So I'm saying
the violence was always going to happen.
Here's
the
thing.
They were going to manufacture an assassination if they had to.
Yeah.
And this is what's really killing me though, is he is this is a political war. Like this is what they're calling this political warfare and stuff like that. And you can't assassinate politicians. Well, he wasn't a politician. But a couple Democrats were murdered a couple months ago, and they couldn't even get condolences from Trump.
Yeah. Okay.
And in fact, Trump said horrible things about him.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I agree with your. Hold on.
But actually, I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was thinking about it last night, and the Civil War never really ended. We're not starting a new war. The right has been at war with the black population since the beginning. Look how many towns were burned and then history was burned. The civil rights movement has only been going on for less than 70 years now, and it's gone.
People swept it under the rug.
People never ended the Civil War. The South has never stopped its war on minorities.
They just went into hiding and re-strategized and slowly chipped away until that guy gained power, which they have now.
Because nobody took their money away, they were able to rebuild, and they've been chipping away at our history and our freedoms. And now that they have full power, they've got the guy they need at front, the guy who doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. This is what's happening. But we have been at war for a very long time. We've pretended and fooled ourselves that the Civil War ended a long time ago when it never ended.
It's more like the Civil Cold War.
Civil Cold War, I would say that's accurate from one perspective, but if you, like I said, look back at like all the black towns that were burned by Southern whites, and how many of those do we not know about because their history is still gone?
Yeah.
They have been murdering people. They have been at war with us, and we have been complacent and blind to it.
Yeah. Let me.
No, I'm sorry. Now you go ahead. Now that's all I would say. We are in the Civil War. We have always been in the Civil War, and now it's finally coming back into the open.
I have to think about that. Hold on one second. All right. I have to think about that last thing, but I think you may be onto something here, Break. But here's what I'm gonna say. I watched the video. I I definitely don't think he should have been killed the way that he was, a Breakman. And I'm telling you this.
I like I said, I
Hold on.
don't agree with murder at all, but I'm not
Okay.
going to shed a fucking tear for him.
Okay. Let me finish here. I let you
No,
talk.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm
Hold
sorry.
on. So I agree
I'm
with
sorry,
you.
Frank. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
okay. I agree with you, Breakman. I think in my personal opinion, I'm not shedding a tear for Charlie Kirk because of all the horrific things that he said. What I am shedding a tear for is those kids of his who are never gonna have another chance to say um, hi or bye or anything to their dad.
Yep.
Okay.
And I can
Um,
empathize with that better than anybody.
right. So for me, Breakman, I broke it down earlier. Um, I'm in agreement with you. Charlie Kirk has been on record as saying some of the most vile, fucking fucked up things that you can say. And,
And
but,
he has
but,
had influence over a lot of young men.
right. So,
He has been influential in turning the younger population more and more conservative.
which
He's helped convince white men that they are the victims of everything.
right. So
Um,
here's what I'm going to say, Breakman.
but not just white men. He's convinced a lot of young men of other races too. Like it's
Okay.
generally
So,
men that he's really
so
convinced.
as much as I hate what came out of his fucking mouth,
Mhm.
Breakman, watching that video, he was sitting there saying, change my mind, right? Which is something that
But he
probably would.
doesn't. That's all
Breakman,
fake though, because he cuts you off when you try and
okay,
change his
hold
mind.
on.
He's
Can
like
you let me
he's
finish?
not actually asking you to change his mind. He's getting you to talk so he can interrupt you and cut and win the conversation.
I
He
understand.
does that repeatedly.
Okay,
That's not
can I
discourse. That's not a
let me?
conversation.
Can I
That's
finish? Can I finish, Break? I'm agreeing with
What
you.
are you, Charlie Kirk?
I know. What I'm saying, Breakman, is at the very least, he wanted to have some sort of discourse with people, right? Whether or not it was one sided, which I tend to agree with you, it was always one sided. He would always cut people off and, not have an actual discourse and debate. He would only do that on big stages. Like I know he went toe to toe with people of the Young Turks and others. But I don't think it's just like I'm a huge activist in Denver, Breakman. So if I'm just sitting there having a conversation with somebody and somebody takes a high scope power rifle from 200 yards away and shoots me, I think that's cowardly.
mhm.
I do.
I just
And for it to end the way that it did with him sitting there on a chair waiting to talk to people whether or not he interrupted or what was the wrong way to go about things. But I will say this. The right did rush to judgment, and they blamed everybody on the left for
yep
what had happened, right?
yep.
This is why two political parties, which is basically one, which Scotoma astutely pointed out earlier,
Mhm.
is the death knell of this country. Because nobody can have their own opinion. You either have to be left or right, right?
Mhm.
So to see to see what transpire
Mhm.
was definitely a product of the way that he was raised, tradition, right? And and the way that people are indoctrinated into one aisle or the other's way of thinking, right? Automatically they were blaming the left. Guess what? I had a good conversation with a friend of mine who's
Mhm.
conservative who automatically said, "Oh, it has to be someone on the left." right?
This doesn't matter though, even though we know the fact that he wasn't. But go on.
Okay,
But
I,
this doesn't matter to Trump and Republicans. Facts don't matter then.
facts don't matter, right? So, but see, we rush to judgment, right? It's just like if somebody on the left was assassinated, the left would say, "Oh, it has to be somebody on the right," right? Meanwhile, in this particular case, it was found out that this guy was raised in a Mormon conservative family in Utah. Mormon conservative family, white guy. The guy that I was talking to, one of my friends, said, "Hey, um, it could have been it." The guy kind of looked foreign to me. He had dark hair. He had, you know, he had features that looked kind of like maybe he was from one of those countries. You know, those countries, right? So after knowing what we know now, is anybody out there saying this is the point I'm trying to make is the media is part of the problem here, Breakman. They're
Oh, the media
always
stuff is
pitting
the problem.
people against each other.
Yep.
I think, in all honesty, other than the extreme left and the extreme right, I think we're way more similar than different. Would you agree, Breakman?
The thing is, like we talk about left and right, and
Right.
and I do it too. We all do, really, but it's not really like that because the party we consider the right is an extreme right. They've gone into Christian nationalism, Nazism beliefs, and the party that's quote unquote on the left isn't really on the left.
Right.
They're in the center and rightish.
Yep. Yep.
So, like, yeah, like we don't have any representation on the left, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Well,
closest is Bernie Sanders, and he's all by
well,
himself.
you know what a Canadian friend of mine said about Bernie Sanders,
Hmm.
Breakman. That's conservative for them. That's middle for them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
We don't have a party that's representing most of the country.
right.
Like we all know Donald Trump is extremely unpopular. He's under the water and everything, and including the things he got supposedly elected for, like the economy. But you know who's even rated lower? The
Who?
Democratic Party.
Yeah. Yeah. Mandy the Gatsby, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Because they've decided instead of appealing to the left, they've decided that they want more right voters, and they've lost a large section of the left.
Yeah.
We had to come out and vote for people like Kamala and Biden because there were no other options to fight against Trump.
Yeah. Mandy says it's a spectrum. Not really. Not really, Mandy. It's right or left.
More
There's
people
no
are alike than you think that there are.
I agree.
Yeah, I know
That
there are a lot of
look,
people right, but I'm saying there's no left representation. Not really.
here's what I'm telling you guys. All of the politicians are corrupt, right?
Yeah.
The people, I don't have a problem with most of the people. There's that fringe far right, and there's the fringe far left that you throw those out, and everybody would be kind of similar in their views, right? We all want less government in our lives, like the conservatives always say, right? We all want more money in our pockets, like the left says. We all want fiscal responsibility, like the right says. We are all similar. If you take the extremism out of all of it, we are all similar. You know? Mandy says, "What would anarchists be considered?" That would be way far left. I would imagine the extreme left. That's what I'm talking about. Don't put anyone on a pedestal. Mandy says, "I agree. I don't think anybody should be put on a
Anarchy is
pedestal."
extreme right because they like that's no rules, no government at all.
Well, maybe.
I think anarchy is extreme right.
Well, you can make an argument for both. I know extreme left people that feel that way. Breakman.
Like no government, no rules at all.
Yeah.
No laws,
Yeah.
nobody infringes on my rights.
Yeah, just anarchy. You know?
That really does sound like extreme right to me.
Well,
if people are saying it, they think they're on the left. I don't think they are on the left.
well, there's people on opposite ends of this. But what I'm saying, Breakman, is, and I truly believe this: the vast majority of people in this world are good, and I don't blame the American people for this. I blame our fucking politicians. Fab Daddy says MLH
It's
better.
really, I mean, the politicians are just puppets now. I mean, they all work for the drug companies. They
Yep.
work for the gun manufacturers.
For all
and weapon
corporations. I said it earlier, Breakman. We're a corporatocracy and an oligarchy. That's what we
Yeah,
are.
the movies Aliens are looking more and more like our future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Corporations ruling the world.
Wayland
That's what that
Yutani.
is.
Yeah.
People being forced to go on 65-year journeys into space and say goodbye to their family and everything else just for money.
Yep.
Because they don't have enough money. It's so their family can have just a little bit better life. That's what we're going to be looking at.
Mandy says they are just about no government entirely, but my anarchist friends don't like the MAGA people. See, that's what I'm saying, Mandy. There's too much. I mean, in one aspect, the anarchist may have things right. Maybe we need to start over. And I've said that about the police forces here. The police forces are so corrupt, Breakman. We have to do something different. Fabdris says MLH better put Bernie on a pedestal. Depends on which Bernie you're talking about.
Are you talking about the OnlyFans?
No, no OnlyFans, Eric. How dare you? Yeah, Mandy.
Well played, Eric. Well played.
Mandy, I think I would agree with that. Tear it all down, start over. I agree. All right. Any more stinkos, Breakman?
Oh, I got a lot. I'm not done with this. Like, there's a whole this whole thing has been an absolute disaster.
Let's go one after another, Breakman. Let's get to it.
Okay. Remember when 2 Democrats were killed and Republicans were just like, this isn't news, let's just move on.
Yeah.
And so the country did. Well, when Kirk was killed, now it's political warfare, and states like Ohio have been flying the flag at half-mast for him. We didn't do it for the Democrats that were murdered.
For a non-politician.
The guy who's basically a Nazi and basically indoctrinated people becoming more Nazis.
Oh, no. Charlie Kirk was battling with... See, that's another thing. That's why I said don't rush to judgment on who did the assassination, because Charlie Kirk was actually at war with the Nazi party in this country.
No, because he wasn't a Nazi enough for them. That's why.
Yeah, he wasn't Nazi enough for them.
They don't like Nazis because Nazis are out front about who they are. Christian nationalists are Nazis by another name.
Yeah, Mandy says Kirk was just a college dropout influencer. I agree.
And now we have flags at half-mast for him.
Yeah.
We didn't do that for elected politicians.
What's up, Brandon?
For him.
Brandon James in chat. What's up, Brandon? Nice to have you here. I can't stand the hypocrisy. I can't either, Mandy. Fabdrez says double standards divide and conquer.
Speaking of double standards, the Republicans are going out of their mind for the Charlie Kirk stuff. How many children have been murdered this year in school? Last count was like 29. They have offered more, like they've been angrier and feel like they've got to do more and more and more now for Charlie Kirk. But when school kids were killed, it was we need more guns. We need guns in schools and thoughts and prayers.
There were like 2. I think there were like 2 shootings, or maybe is it 3 at Denver alone this week.
Yeah.
The school shootings, kids are dying, and the Republican Party, their reaction. I'm pretty sure there was a school shooting the day that Kirk was killed.
Yeah, sure. It was in Evergreen, which is west of Denver.
But they don't care. This Republican Party does not care about school kids.
And neither do the Democrats, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but the Democrats aren't in control. Republicans
That's
are.
True.
And they're going out of their minds over somebody they're trying to turn into a martyr.
Scotoma says, by the way, Frank is older than the Constitution. That's why he knows it so well. Thanks, Scotoma. That's awesome. What else you got, Breakman?
Yeah, like I hate how this is making me feel, but like I can't complain that he's dead when he's so horrible. And that makes me feel horrible about myself. But then I hear that they want to build him a statue now at the Capitol.
Well, like General Lee.
Wow.
He and when he was shot, you know what he was talking about? He was saying that most mass shooters were trans.
That's not exactly what was said. Someone asked him the question. They asked him, are most mass shooters trans people, and he said, "Are we counting gangs or not?" And then that's when he was shot.
Yeah, like so. Okay, kind of right, kind of wrong, but I mean that's what he was talking about when he was shot, was trans people being serial killers.
Is that what people had the connection from
Well,
making that?
the right has been spreading this since really, I think, the middle of last year sometime, basically, when they really started going after the trans community. They've been saying that mass shooters are majority trans people.
That's ridiculous.
Every
That's
time,
ridiculous.
every time there's a school shooting, the journalists immediately say they're trans.
Yeah.
This guy, for the first like 24 hours, they were saying he was trans.
Yeah.
Whatever this guy's name is, I forget the assassin's name. But what we learned about him, like you said, we found out like he was a diehard conservative. It sounds like they've showed pictures of him wearing MAGA shirts. It sounds like to me what happened was he's grown up completely indoctrinated, and he'd finally woken up to the truth and cracked.
And then wanted revenge.
Yeah. Wanted revenge on one of the people that was influential in his life.
I don't know. That's speculation.
That's speculation. You're right. That's 100%.
So,
I mean, it's as good as motivation as any, I guess.
All right, what else you got, Breakman?
That's all about him. We need to move on.
Yeah. Okay. Eric, do you have any?
Media? Everybody needs to move on. It's sad.
My stinko is the Ohio government is soon going to put its porn ID law into effect. September 30th.
Shit.
It'll require pornography websites to verify the age of their users starting on September 30th. Website must use a third-party service concerning users are at least 18 by checking photo IDs or transactional data. Ohio joins 24 other states that have done similar laws.
We're fucked. We're not going to... Yeah, if you like porn in this country...
But this is also going to extend to X, Discord, and Netflix because they have rated our content that has probably some nudie stuff going on or sex scenes. And so, therefore, they have to do the same thing.
That's the war on porn. War on porn, man.
So, yeah.
this is their moral morality they're enforcing on everyone.
Yeah. So, if you have the time, call your representatives and your senators and yell at their ears.
Call your local. It
doesn't help, but
I mean,
the more annoyed they get, the more maybe the possibility of them like backtracking it might happen. So
they don't though, because Republicans are paid for in this state. This, we have one of the most corrupt states in the country.
Well, the next step after that would be doing protests.
Mandy has said some things here that I want to get to, and I'm going to get to Skotoma's.
Like me and Eric both live in Ohio, and Ohio is one of the most corrupt states in this country.
I think I would agree with that. I mean, I've been with you guys for literally almost 2 decades now.
Watch, they'll shutter all the porn, and enough people will complain that maybe they'll do something.
Yeah,
we voted to put abortion rights, health care for women into our Constitution, and the Republicans are still working to ban it. And they've been pretty successful because where's Planned Parenthood? They've made sure that they're not getting really open.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a second here. Fabdriz says the shooter in Colorado same day as Kirk was anti-Semite. Mandy, the Catsby. I love that name, Mandy. So many children are dead. Guns are the second cause of deaths for them. Cancer is the first. There was also a 13-year-old who was arrested with 23 guns and was obsessed with school shooters. There have been like 10 trans shooters out of, thousands, I'm guessing. He said that there are too many trans shooters. Well, he should have amended that statement to say there's too many shooters. How about that? Fabdriz says, I believe his last words were black people. Mandy says, I'm not celebrating his death, but I don't care that he died. You know what? That's a fair statement, Mandy. I'm the same way. I mean, I'm the same way.
I think we're better without him.
Yeah. And Mandy says, don't take away my OnlyFans. Depends on the state that you live, Mandy. And then Skotoma says, I studied the shot from both the right and left side before they took the videos down. He was shot almost directly in the middle of his neck. It must have hit his spine by the way he reacted and fell over. I think he was dead before he made it to the vehicle to rush him to the hospital. I agree with that assessment, Skotoma. I saw it. The blood was just gushing out, so he hit a carotid artery.
And also, there's a fucking parasite that did a selfie and sold some of his blood-soaked merch to people who wanted it. So gross.
Well, I look. You see how the media scrubbed those videos from everywhere? Like I had a hard time finding those videos.
I
Not
was having a
because
hard time finding quotes like the stuff that he said, like the really nasty stuff. Like I think there was a lot of internet scrubbing going on last night.
yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of scrubbing, Breakman, and I think that's a big time problem with our
Yeah,
media.
yeah.
It's like what I was telling you guys about Mexico. One thing Mexico does right is if there's like, a cartel killing with a decapitation, it's front page news and you get to see it up front and close. It makes a big impact. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if you had to see this video, which is gross, it's
Yeah,
nasty. I don't
it
I
is.
I don't
Like,
recommend.
I've seen so many people murdered, like at the hands of police, especially in this country,
Yeah.
because we've got the video. Like I can't watch any more of them.
Yeah.
Like I'm so disturbed from the ones I remember. You
Yeah.
know.
I
Yeah.
saw the Kennedy assassination. That was enough for me, honestly.
Yeah. Yep.
The one that bothered me the most was that kid, and he was in Walmart. He was playing with a toy gun, and the cops just came in there and murdered him. And then he shot him once, but then he stood over him and executed him
Yeah.
for a toy gun.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to
That
mine.
that one stuck with me forever. Like
Yeah.
it's just I'm tired of watching people die.
Yeah. What else? What else you got, Break?
But we're on Eric.
Oh, Eric. What else you got?
Yeah, I think that's the only stinko I got.
All right. I've got obviously the Charlie Kirk assassination is a stinko for me because the way that he just sat there. I don't think anybody should just sit there and get shot. I mean, I just simple. Whether you're a piece of shit on the right or left. I mean,
Yeah, we've talked many times about due process. Like he
um,
deserved due process before he's executed. Right? He didn't get it.
the Ukrainian woman in North Carolina that was sitting in. Speaking of getting killed, this woman was sitting on a subway train and got stabbed in the neck and passed away.
Sickening.
And then a story that I covered. You just talked about police executing people. I had the displeasure of watching a video that happened in Aurora, my backyard, where Officer Neely decided to shoot an unarmed black man twice in the chest and once in the head.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, yeah. And I've seen multiple angles of that video. And the media portrayed it like it was all about this guy coming towards the cop and the cop couldn't do anything, right? But they didn't show you.
Unarmed.
They didn't show you when the cop sucker punched him
So this is like Mike Brown again. Like he came at me. He was unarmed. He was a kid. There was no weapon, right? You admitted there was no weapon.
At the beginning there was, but the guy threw the weapon. He was unarmed at that point. There was a struggle at the beginning. And then they both got up back on their feet, and that's when the officer decided to take his gun out, right? And the guy Rajon was walking towards Officer Neely as Officer Neely was backing up. And then at one point Rajon turns away like he don't want to deal with it anymore and gets sucker punched. What happens when you get sucker punched, Breakman? What is your initial reaction?
When I get sucker punched?
Yeah, if you got sucker punched, what would you do?
I've been sucker punched before. Shock.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming. Like I was.
So you know what Rajon did after he got sucker punched by Officer Neely?
What's that?
He turned around in a fighting stance and started coming forward, like, hey, let's go if you want to do this, right?
So now that is grounds for execution.
Yes, yes,
like, so yes. Fighting stance, like you're defending yourself is now grounds.
Defending yourself is now grounds for murder. If you're a cop, yep. So those are my stinkos. Let's move on to some happier thoughts.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet! Sweet of the week!
All right, Eric, did you have any sweetos this week?
The direct announcements, most notably Dragon Ball 7 and remake.
Yeah. Breakman, Your Sweetos of the week.
I like how they call it reimagined because they had already done a remake. They couldn't just call it remake again.
Yeah. Fabdres says Faces of Death, the movie that numbed death for me. Yeah.
I actually forgot a stinko. There was because we were talking about the cable networks and how corrupt they are. We didn't actually get into that, but they are, and they are not. They're fake news. MSNBC, which is supposed to be on the left, fired the commentator for stating facts.
Which commentator?
Dowd, I think. He said he was talking about Charlie Kirk, and he said how Charlie Kirk was a decisive person who said a lot of things, and he was hated by a lot of people.
What's
He
wrong?
never once said he deserved to be killed or anything like that. He was just stating facts, and because the right is, I guess that's who MSNBC thinks their customer base is or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what they're at. But anyways, that leads into my Sweeto by the fact that they did that is making more and more people realize that MSNBC is a propaganda fake news network.
Yeah.
CNN as well.
Yeah.
I noticed lately that more and more people are starting to like, oh, I'm never watching them again. Thank you. Like, thank you. Thank you, God. Please, thank you. Somebody, whatever. I don't know what happened to finally wake you up. If it's this, I thank you. Whatever. I'm just glad you're finally waking up because these cable networks are brainwashing millions of people.
Yep. All right. What else you got for Sweetos?
So more and more people are waking up. That's good. The other one goes to, I did actually forget. I did have a little bit of time to watch some football too.
Oh, yeah.
There were some fucking great games this week.
You know what? It was a great week.
I've never seen games this great in the first week.
Neither have I. It was a great first week. I mean, other than the Miami game, like every game was pretty compelling. Breakman, I was surprised, and capped off by that fucking great game between the Ravens and Bills. Man, that was a classic.
No. Apparently, like there were a bunch of people that turned it off. Like I had it on, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of ugly, but I don't know. I kind of want to watch and see what happens because I hate the Ravens.
I have it.
I'm so glad I stayed and watched that.
I have an admission.
Great game.
I have an admission break, man. When it was 40-25 with 4 minutes left, I think I turned it off. I was like, this game's over. It's over.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was one of the greatest comebacks of all time.
I know.
It was
so
amazing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see another huge comeback the night before. The next night was just like, the night before. Yeah. Sorry. Get my nights confused. But like that comeback was just crazy.
Yeah.
But
all right, what other Sweetos you got, buddy?
Because we need, when we have a government that's completely lost its way, we need to find some joy and hope in the world.
Yeah.
They have Beavis and Butthead on Fortnite, according to Scott.
What? Beavis and Butthead on Fortnite? What? Why am I not getting Twitch chat, man? This is ridiculous. You're gonna have to take care of Twitch chat break from.
Oh, okay. I can read that.
All right.
Scotoma says, "What doesn't kill us makes us stranger," referring to him.
Yeah.
Because we have just gone into we've gone into this world where facts are not facts anymore. Like fiction is reality.
Yeah.
Whatever Trump tells us is the new reality.
Yeah. All right. What else you got for Sweetos?
Well, that's all the Sweetos I've got. There's a let me see this first time chatter Daja man cheap viewers on streambo.com.
Yeah. I'm sure Scotoma or Freak 5 will take care of that bot.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate that for sure. My Sweetos, the Nintendo Direct I thought was really good. They announced Metroid Prime 4, Breakman, for the 4th of December. So it's coming out this year. I cannot wait. They showed this whole driving sequence, which was amazing. That was cool. Obviously, Dragon Quest 7, Breakman. Are you fucking kidding me? Dragon Quest 7, yes. And then
one step closer to 8, isn't it?
Oh, it's so close to 8. It's so close to 8, Eric.
Maybe they could do that one next. The same team.
I want full voice acting this time with 8.
It has full voice
I do
acting.
too.
No, I mean like just not just the characters. I'm talking about like the NPCs.
Oh, I don't know if they'll do that. I mean,
Yeah,
they'll
but I want
probably do it for side quests maybe, but
Yeah,
but I want it. I don't
I
want to
know.
read. I want to be read too.
I know.
like,
And
there might be
Maury.
like incidental dialogue like they do in the Trails games where they'll have like you walk past a certain NPC and they'll say like one line, but that'll probably be it.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, so there was that. There was all the Pokemon stuff, which I know people are. I mean, overall, it was a joyful direct. I think. There were a couple lame things like the stupid.
While you're watching this direct, Freak has a question in chat. Were you edging this entire time while you're waiting for Dragon Quest 8 remake announcement?
How dare you, Freak 5, you son of a bitch. You're exiled. Son of a bitch. So the direct was actually really good. I thought that was really cool. They announced Requiem coming to the Switch too, the new Resident Evil. So Resident Evil 9 coming to the Switch.
I don't know why they're launching alongside 7 and 8.
I don't know, but I mean that's cool. More cool games for the system. I mean, that's what's missing from the Switch too.
They're all probably going to be on key cards too.
That sucks. That would suck. No key cards. But
and just download it online.
In fairness, the only game that
version until they get their shit together.
In fairness, the only game I'm really getting on the Switch too is Metro.
Oh yeah, there's also Donkey Kong DLC playing.
Yeah, Donkey Kong DLC, which is kind of cool, I guess. But I don't know. I just think that they had a really good direct and the Virtual Boy stuff coming. I don't think that's a big announcement, but maybe it gets us closer to doing an attachment for 3DS games. You know, stuff like that. That would be cool.
Freak has another question. Are you still edging?
Shut up, Freak 5, you son of a bitch. Motherfuckers, man. So yeah, it was a good direct for Nintendo. And then my only other sweeto for this week was my plants are doing really good. They're not quite as tall as last year's crops, but I'm looking at them now and they're just looking good, man. I'm happy. That makes me happy that I'm gonna have a nice set of crops for this year. So very good. Freak 5 says, remember the South Park episode with no internet? Randy Marsh finally got to watch internet porn. That will be Frank when DQ8 how dare you, son of a bitch. Exiled again. Son of a bitch. That's it. That's all I got. I think we can end this show right now, guys. I've got a headache and I'm ready to go. I'm hungry. I need something to eat. And I'm sure you guys want something to eat too.
Yeah.
But
I gotta post last week's show.
Eric did that for you, Breakman.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, can you? Are you able to do tonight?
You missed my message.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. I told Frank I'd do both of them because I've been
but
so
yeah,
busy.
you feel free to put the description in. Just alter it.
Yeah, if you want to alter the description for last week's, that would be great. Do you want to do tonight's break?
I'll do this. I'll do tonight's.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's gonna do it for today's episode of RP Grinders. I'm just wiped, guys. I've had a hell of a week with that shooting, and then some other developments. I had someone threaten to deport me. That should have been in my stinkos.
Holy fuck! Really?
And Bernie and my mom, who are both whiter than white. So yeah, it's been a heck of a week for me, guys. But anyways, that's all I got. Do you guys have anything else before we get let's do our plugs.
Freak says your orgasm is going to put out a wildfire just because there's going to be so much.
How dare you?
Because you've been pent up and holding it for so long.
How dare you?
Isn't it just like a little bloody stump now? The chafing.
Son of a bitch.
Days, months, years? Like
Eric is exiled too, you son of a bitch. All right, you guys, let's do our plugs. Breakman, plug away, please.
Frank is wiped. I think he means wiping up the pre-com.
Fucking assholes, man. Get the fuck out of here.
You can follow me at the Breakman on Blue Sky, where I pretty much complain about the Republican Party nonstop.
And by the way, Breakman, for the new listeners, Breakman was a conservative. So, All right. What else you got? Breakman, nothing. Okay, Eric.
You can find my written reviews on bostonbadgerbrigade.com, or you can go to the feed for the audio part of the show. I do audio reviews there. That's where the majority of reviews are now.
Scotima's exile.
And if you like either of those things, you can go to the link in my Blue Sky or Mastodon profile at Eric RPG, and there's a link to my Patreon there. You can support me by sending me as little $1 per month or whatever you want for a one-time donation. That would help out. And I didn't get anything this week because I was a combination of either tired or sick or busy playing Trails.
Yeah. And Breakman is exiled as well. Son of a bitch.
So I'll definitely have something up tomorrow because I feel like I'll be in a much better shape then.
Yeah. All right. You can follow me on all these channels. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm on. I'm also on Blue Sky, Frank Branches, where I don't type much in there. I mean, my views and opinions can be found on these channels, and all that stuff. That's all I got. All right, you guys got anything else?
Also, I sometimes post pictures of cats.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
But mostly it's bitching about Republicans and something.
Yeah. This will be caused the end of Freak 5 is exiled, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. All right, that's all they got.
Fuck, that's how the world ends? Jesus Christ. This is the worst reality ever.
All right, stay safe, everybody. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we're out. Thanks, everybody, in all the chats. Appreciate you all. Except for Freak 5, son of a bitch. All right, Freak 5, Scotoma, thank you guys. Really